As always, hello guys and welcome to this video. If you have been running for a while, you have probably heard terms like lactate threshold, threshold pace. But what do they actually mean? And why every coach and elite runner pay so much attention to this? The truth is, your lactate threshold is one of the most important physiological markers for your endurance performance. Whether you are training for a 5K, 10K, half, full marathon, or even an ultra, understanding your lactate threshold can make you train smarter and race faster. So today, let's break it down to simple terms. And let's start by answering the big question: what is the lactate threshold? Whenever you run, your muscles produce lactate naturally. But lactate isn't the problem. In reality, your body uses lactate as a source of energy. The problem starts when you start running faster. As you run faster, your body starts producing lactate quickly. In the beginning, your body is able to clear it efficiently and use it as a source of energy. But eventually, you reach a point when your lactate accumulating faster than your body can remove it. That point is called your lactate threshold. Below that point, your body stays stable and you can continue running for a long time. Above your threshold, fatigue builds quickly and maintaining your pace becomes very difficult. Lactate threshold is very important because it's one of the best predictors for endurance performance. The higher your lactate threshold, the faster you can run without getting fatigued. Think about two runners with exactly the same VO2 max. The runner with a better lactate threshold, a higher lactate threshold, will always perform better because he can run at the same pace for a longer period. So now, what does threshold pace feels like? The easiest way to describe it is as comfortable hard. You are definitely working, but you are not sprinting all out. For most of the runners, that's around 85 to 90% of your maximum heart rate. But of course, it can vary from person to person. Now, let's see how do you actually measure your lactate threshold. The most accurate method is during a laboratory testing. During a lab test, the intensity gradually increasing while small blood samples are taken from you to measure your lactate levels. This allows you to identify exactly where your lactate threshold is and build much more accurate training zones. Because the most accurate training zones are not based on your heart rate, but are based on your lactate levels. Personally, I'm doing this testing always in collaboration with the Viva Check, using the analyzer of Viva Check, the most accurate analyzer in the market right now. I have been using the Viva Check lactate analyzer for the past 2 years and it's the most accurate I have ever used. It gives you the results in only 10 seconds and they're always accurate. And I'm not using it only to identify my lactate zones. I'm using it also during my threshold and tempo trainings, because that's the most accurate way to make sure that you are training in the right intensity. Now, why should you know your lactate threshold? Because knowing your lactate threshold allows you to train much more precisely. Instead of guessing how hard should you run, you actually know. Why should you do the lactate threshold testing? Let me give you the simplest example. When you go to the doctor, you don't sit in the office and the doctor just looks at you and tells you, I think you have diabetes. No, they first do the tests, they check your bloods, they collect the data, and only after they have your results and the proper diagnosis, they can tell you, you have diabetes and this is the plan you have to follow. Running is very similar. You don't go to the coach and simply look at you and say, I think your threshold is here, so let's run your tempos at that pace. Well, yeah, coaches nowadays they are doing this, but they shouldn't. and you shouldn't trust those people. A good coach needs data first. They need to see where your lactate is. They need to see some data and then identify your correct lactate threshold zones. Because without knowing your real physiological profile, a training plan is basically just a guess. And a plan based on guesses might not give you the results that you are looking for. So now, let's see how you can improve your lactate threshold. The answer is with lactate threshold training. Some classic examples include 20 to 40 minutes continuously at threshold pace, 10 minutes of 3 repeats with 2 minutes easy jogging between each interval, or 8 minutes of 4 repeats with threshold effort with short recoveries. The goal here isn't to run as fast as possible, but the goal is to spend quality time right around your threshold pace. In the end, lactate threshold is where endurance and speed come together. Improving it allows you to run faster while spending less energy. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. See you at the next